responders swiftly mobilized to the scene. Preliminary findings indicate the structure suffered catastrophic failure, causing the lower floors to sink into the ground. Only section of the upper slab remained visible. Eyewitness said the incident occurred at about 3 in the afternoon, shortly after a torrential rainfall and a reported lightning strike. 2 women and their children escaped after noticing signs of structural distress. A young man sustained injuries while fleeing moments before the collapse. Meanwhile, the Lagos state government has moved to tighten safety compliance for high-rise buildings amid growing concerns over building failures, fire outbreaks, and workplace accidents. The move comes amid increasing urbanization and the proliferation of high-rise developments in the state. Experts have continued to stress the need for stricter adherence to safety standards. The Director General of the Lagos State Safety Commission said safety consideration must become an integral part of the building design, construction, operation, and maintenance rather than being treated as an afterthought. He warned that every avoidable fire outbreak, equipment failure, or workplace incident serves as a reminder that safety is fundamental to protecting life and preserving investments. Stakeholders have urged regulatory agencies to sustain rigorous inspections and enforce to curb negligence that often leads to avoidable accidents and loss of lives. You're watching News Radar on TVWest. We'll take a short break now and return with more news. Welcome back here on News Radar. Now to the rest of the news. And the Port and Terminal Multi-Services Limited Area Command of the Nigeria Customs Service has held a sensitization workshop on the deployment of the electronic cargo tracking system. The controller announced that PTML has been selected as the second pilot command for the nationwide rollout following successful implementation at a Apapa Area Command. The deployment forms part of the reform and modernization agenda of the Nigeria Customs Service under Comptroller General Bashiru Adewale Adeniyi. 4 years, cargo moving under Transaya to bonded terminals relied on physical escorts by officers. Rising trade volumes have rendered this approach unsustainable, leading to delays and manpower strain. The controller said the electronic system will address trade-related challenges with multiple benefits. It will offer real-time cargo monitoring via GPS from departure to final destination. It will help eliminate diversion and leakage with instant alerts triggered by route deviation and seal tampering. The system will also optimize manpower deployment, freeing officers from escort duties to focus on other core functions. It will enhance revenue assurance through accurate data and cargo movement and full accountability. In entertainment, Afrobeat superstar Davido has unveiled the official track list for his forthcoming 6th studio album, Oriade, ahead of its July 31st release. The singer shared the announcement on his X account. He wrote that the kingdom expands, featuring musical royalty from the top to bottom. The 13-track project includes collaborations with Black Sherif, Mayokun, Ayana Kumura, and Leon Thomas, among others. Derived from the Yoruba words meaning destiny and crown, Oriade translates to the crowned head. According to the singer, the album is inspired by his musical journey and represents a return to his original high-energy Africa sound, but some observers say it has to do with the controversies surrounding the kidnap and reported rescue of school children and their teachers at Oriade local government area at Oyo State. The lead single, I Know Who I Be, featuring South Africa producer Jazz Ward and GLCJ, was released ahead of the album. Oriade follows Davido's 2025 Billboard charts hit album 5. The release marks his 15th year in the music industry. Fans can now pre-order CDs and the full album drops this Friday. Tournament debutants Malawi have pulled up a stunning 3-2 victory over record champions Nigeria in their Group C opener at the ongoing Total Energies CAF Women's African Cup of Nations. The Scorchers struck 3 times in the second half to stun the 10-time Africa champions. Temwa Chawinga grabbed 2 goals, while her sister Tabitha Chawinga added the other. Nigeria fought back with a penalty from Rashidat Ajibade and the late strike from Uchenna Kanu, but the defending champion ran out of time to complete their comeback. The defeat brings Nigeria's perfect record against tournament newcomers to an end. Since 1998, the Super Falcons had never lost to a debutant side. The result marks a historic moment for Malawi on their first appearance at the finals. For Nigeria, it is a painful opening to their title defense and a clear warning that their reputation alone will not carry them through in Morocco. On the global scene, Russia's main domestic security agency has charged Telegram founder Pavel Durov with aiding terrorism and placed him on an international wanted list. The Federal Securities Service accused Telegram's administration of failing to remove channels and bots used by Ukrainian intelligence and extremist organizations to coordinate acts of sabotage and terrorism in Russia. The agency said Ukrainian securities services used a dating chatbot on Telegram to lure Russians for sabotage activities. It said 46 users aged 12 to 22 have been detained across Russia since July 2025. Durov announced earlier this year that Russian authorities opened a criminal investigation against him. He accused them of fabricating pretexts to restrict access to Telegram as part of an attempt to suppress the rights to privacy and free speech. If convicted, the entrepreneur could face up to life in prison. That's News Radar for this hour. I'm Victoria Ogudende. Thank you for watching us.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West. Reporting the West, inspiring progress.
His Imperial Majesty Oba Rashid Adewolu Ladoja, the Oluban of Ibadan. Your Excellency, Mr. President, this is a special visit from a special traditional ruler that you have things in common with.
The people of Oyo State said, are we going to become another Chibok? Is it going to be a perennial issue? But as I said, it has not brought a turning point in the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria, not only in Oyo State. Because people now know that we now have a president who will not negotiate from the position of witness with any kidnapper. So thank you very much. We are really very grateful.
From 8 divisions, now we are now moving to 12 divisions to shorten the response time, to give, that response time the teeth that is needed for us to defeat terrorism and banditry. It is very necessary, and we are doing so.
Has many voices. Before the experts debate them, before the politicians defend them, we hear it directly from the people. Hello and welcome to Citizens Direct on TV West. I am Victoria Ogudende, and today we hit the streets to ask citizens about that one thing that they would change about government hospitals in Nigeria. Let's go. Quality healthcare remains a major concern for many Nigerians, with challenges ranging from affordability to availability of medical services. Today on Citizens Direct, I'm hitting the street to ask citizens about that one thing that they would change about government hospitals in Nigeria. Let's go.
What I see that can improve Nigeria government hospital? I mean, the whole 30 states of Nigeria, they try and increase our facilities. We are lacking facilities. They try, they're not like government doctors and nurses are going on strikes. They are sad, they try and pay them on time because they have family to feed on. They try and bring down the level of the lab fee, the drugs fee. If they can even provide free drugs, because so that people can even afford. These are not equal. So I came from a wretched background that they need to attend to. They need medical attendance. I pray God will help our government. It's not easy. We are praying for them. May God help them.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, from what I know, like I said, everything about government healthcare in Nigeria is in shambles. Because when you go to the hospital, first of all, doctors and nurses are not well taken care of. They are not well paid. Their allowance, in fact, everything, they are not well taken care of. And secondly, there are no drugs in the hospital. You go to the hospital, they will refer you to a private laboratory for tests. They will refer you to a private pharmacy for you to get your drugs. So, okay, thank you. So, to that extent, everything, I would like to change everything about government healthcare in Nigeria.
So I think one of the most fundamental aspects of the nation is the health sector of Nigeria, because that's where our lives are saved. The very importance of the doctors, the nurses. So I think one of the most important problems are the infrastructure. So if I'm in the position of the government, I think one of the most important aspects I work on are the infrastructure. Health facilities. Because that's where things are provided to support the needs of the people, the injured, because all lives cannot be vulnerable. The government needs to protect the very needs and the health of the citizen, which is the most important aspect of life, the health security of the...
One thing I will change about government hospitals in Nigeria is I will ensure that government hospitals are properly funded and equipped so patients can get their quality health care.
The only reason way to approach the issue is to put things in order. One, for more system. One is for them to make everything easy for the masses. Because if, for example, like I went to this surgery hospital, I stand on the queue less than 3 hours for me to get a drugs to my mom. Okay, if I way that they quickly equip where I can easily go somewhere inside the hospital and get it very easily and very small money for affordable. But everything is very expensive.
I would say the infrastructure, the equipment, and the salary. So what they need to do is work on their infrastructure, because I think they lack many infrastructures, one, and they lack many instruments for it. And I think if they pay their workers well, everybody will, because I think in Nigeria now, the pay moves people to do their work perfectly well. Because you can't come to work and they're paying you almost less than what you should get, and you're attending to somebody, you get frustrated when you are kind of working. So I think they should increase the pay, infrastructure, and the equipment.
Government hospital is all about the workers' attitude. The first thing I will change if I have the power with me is the workers' attitude. Because health staffs, health workers are supposed to be humanitarian, but most of them are definitely not. I'm not trying to point a few accusing fingers of them. It is in our blood, especially being Nigerians. We don't have that spirit of care towards one another. So the first thing I will change is the attitude of workers, health workers, by introducing training programs that can sanitize, that make them become more of humanitarians than just health workers, ordinary health workers, because many of them are working just for the salary. But they're supposed to remember first that they are humanitarians before the salary aspect comes into it. Then government have to think about increasing the health workers' remuneration, because that added incentive will go a long way to ginger them to work more, give more of that humanitarian aspect of them towards the patients.
The government workers should have a fear of God, in the sense that the way they interact with their what's it called? Is it the clients or the patients? Yes. So they should have a fear of God and how to interact with them. Most of them, they are evil. They don't have a fear of God. Like one day, for instance, one day I went to this general hospital. I go there I have a stomach running. I have a stomach pain. So I went down there. I explained my situation to them. So they said because they did not carry me come, or I did not took a motor or vehicle come, that I'm not emergency, that I should go and set back. I said, I'm having stomach pain, that they should attend to me. They said no, they will not attend to me. So ever since then, I've not entered there. So may God help us.
First of all, we have to be practical here. We have 24 or 20 local governments in Lagos State, and each local government has been one general hospital man the entire local government. Let us be practical. Can, God forbid, let's assume there's an emergency, can that local government manage 20 streets? Let's assume there's a casualty that affected the entire 20 streets in the local government, which I believe is less than 10% of the entire street in that local government. So the issue here is this: we are not being practical. What we have is not sufficient to the number of people they ought to have attended to. If you look at the total number of the doctors here, they are not up to, let's say the total surgeon here, they are not up to 100. Because I'm not in medical line, we have surgeon, we have opticians. If you look at each and every one of them, they are not up to 100 in numbers, and they have thousands of persons to attend to. They're also human beings like us. But the issue here is there's no transparency between the citizen and the government. Thank you. The word transparent is very clear. I want to see what is going on there. What is their budget now? What did the government needs to do for us in Kotna is the total population of people staying in Ikeja is 10 million. I know the total population of people staying in Ikeja are 500,000. Yeah. The total number of surgeons we have in Ikeja, you understand? Let them tell you the total number compared to the population. The
surgeons are more.
Are you getting the logic now? We need just to be transparent to one another so that we can. These are not difficult. It's just that we are not ready. The government too are not ready. We too we are not ready. That's why we are not asking necessary questions. So we are just like, we know the problem and we are dodging the problem and we want solution. What we need is just transparent, simple.
From affordability to the quality of care, citizens are calling for a healthcare system that actually works, the one that truly meets their needs. This is Citizens Direct on TV West. I am Victoria Ogudende, and thank you for joining us.
You are watching the test transmission of TVWest. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to our social media handle at TVWestNG across all social networks. Thanks for staying with us.
TV West. Reporting the West, inspiring progress.
His Imperial Majesty Oba Rashid Adewolu Ladoja, the Oluban of Ibadan. Your Excellency, Mr. President, this is a special visit from a special traditional ruler that you have things in common with.
The people of Oyo State said, are we going to become another Chibok? Is it going to be a perennial issue? But as I said, it has not brought a turning point in the issue of kidnapping in Nigeria, not only in Oyo State. Because people now know that we now have a president who will not negotiate from the position of witness with any kidnapper. So thank you very much. We are really very grateful.
From 8 divisions, now we are now moving to 12 divisions to shorten the response time to give, that response time, the teeth that is needed for us to defeat terrorism and banditry. It is very necessary, and we are doing so.
Has many voices. Before the experts debate them, before the politicians defend them, we hear it directly from the people. Hello and welcome to Citizens Direct on TVWest. I'm Victoria Okudenge. And today we hit the street to ask citizens if Nigeria is doing enough to help young Nigerians thrive in Nigeria. Across Nigeria, many young people are navigating unemployment, rising cost of living, and limited opportunities, but are enough efforts being made to support them? Today on Citizens Direct, we hit the street to ask, is Nigeria doing enough to help young Nigerians thrive? We'll find out.
The government is not really helping the youth in the society at all. Like, no job, youth are just walking around. Some people we won't finish. We have a lot of graduates every day that are graduating from school. No job opportunity for them. They're just walking around trying to survive. But if the government is able to give them empowerment, create job opportunity, when we have graduates each year, there's job available for them to do whatever they want to do. There's job available for the field of their study. Maybe learn a skill. Even when they want to learn a skill set, the government has to still make it easier for them.
I know for those young people, I don't see anything. I don't see anything that they will do to help themselves. Everybody goes also from January to January. Nothing will come aside. I'm also apart from politician begin, because now only politician begin, now then they success for this Nigeria. Like now, if my papa no be politician, so I don't go success for Nigeria. It's even now only us. May government switch my entire politics so I can be able to succeed for this Nigeria.
Enough have not done to youth to succeed in Nigeria. The Nigerian government to find work for youth. There are many youth outside that haven't done anything to themselves. We are just hustling into the streets. It's not making sense. Every day is about hustling every day. But it's not enough. Is not done for we, the Nigerian government. Please try. The youth, the offer that you have in your hand, just use it well. For you, the youth, any offer that you have in your hand, just use it well.
I think the government should grant the youth grants. Since we have enough natural resources in this country, the youth should be in that poor. They shouldn't be going to fraud. If the government can grant us grant to help them in places like IT, tech, and some other stuff, probably farming, let's just say stuff like that. And at least we have natural resources in this country enough, a lot. I don't think this country should be the way it is now. So I'm only pleading to the federal government to help the youth in grants. It's not only the NYC should be getting their allowances. I think the youth of this country should be getting allowances also. And I think if the federal government can't do it for all the whole state, maybe the states should prioritize that on their own end. Or most of all the states have natural resources also, and they should help the youth with it.
My advice about youth is that the way Nigeria is going to soar is not okay by me, because when we talk about youth, they are the future of tomorrow. Then the way Nigeria is the way Nigeria is today, I don't think our leaders think about youth, because everything is very difficult to every human being. When you are not thinking about youth by tomorrow, You yourself that have children, meaning say you are not thinking well about your children, because if you not do things in order for other people who not have the capacity to put themselves in order, even your home will not be able to settle in order. When you do well for other children, youth, let's say other generation, concern youth, the way you do another person, well, God will surely put yourself in order too. So our leaders, it's not by begging, it's by reality. We should try to work against future generation.
Enough is not being to help Nigerians thrive, because in this country, for example, if you stop 10 people on this street right now and you open their accounts, up to 10 people does not have at least 5k in their account. The poverty level in Nigeria, in average Nigeria, is low. In fact, the bar is in hell. And I can say the government are trying to help us, but they are not helping enough. Like, we're not seeing the news, we are hearing the blogs, we're not seeing the results. All the premises and everything, we're not seeing the result. And in normal Nigeria, if you are pushed to the wall, if you find out like you're pushed to the wall, the wall is going to be elastic. Like, we don't have any limits. Keep suffering. Tomorrow, if fuel price increase to 5,000 naira, everybody's still going to adapt. We'll keep adapting. Till when? We've been talking online, we've been bashing, we've been dragging on X, in fact, all of our social medias, and we're not seeing visible results. We need to hold our leaders accountable. In fact, we need to drag them. We don't have to put them in power. We should question them. What are they doing for us? We need to see the results.
So, if I want to give any youth advice over the issue that is going on, I'll just tell them to keep working hard. Because like this Nigeria is not smiling. And the things are getting more and more expensive. The more petrol gets higher, the more things are getting expensive. The more the dollar gets higher, the more things are getting more expensive. Nigerian governments are not doing anything. That is just the funniest thing. You will see a video of them, they will post themselves in parties. You see a video today, oh, one of them is doing wedding, all of them are attending, spraying money that they are meant to use to change the environment. They are spraying it everywhere in the party. You see a party, all these rich men party, and you'll be like, so they have this amount. I'm not saying they should not do their parties, but I'm just saying they should look into the environment also, into the society also. Sometimes I go to Badagry, I see small children begging, and it's from there anybody can kidnap them, because their family, it's not like their family is not working hard, but things are getting more hard for them. The food they are needing to survive is getting more higher. You hear price of rice today, you hear 1,000, tomorrow you hear 1,500, next tomorrow you hear 2,000, which is not meant to be like that. How do you want them to survive?
Actually, I think a lot still has to be done. I think the present-day government, in their own capacity, they think that they have actually done something, but the reality on ground of day-to-day Nigerians is far from the truth. I still believe that a lot more has to be done, most especially in our educational sector. You get, our educational sector is languishing terribly in backwardness. We have gone so far back in our educational sector that a ordinary student doesn't even have a chance of making it in life in this country, because the system is set up to fail already. So that's why I said a lot has to be done, to correct some of these things. The method which we have been taught